Hey collectors, welcome to Weeb and Gamer Unboxing. Today our channel has our first tech unboxing and review. We have the link cable, the Elite strap, and of course the Oculus Quest 2 from Facebook that just released October 13th, 2020. And I have personally owned 5 different VR headsets. I've owned the Oculus Rift, PlayStation VR, Oculus Rift S, the Valve Index, and now of course the Oculus Quest 2. And I'm really curious if the Quest 2 is the best consumer VR headset for the price, and if it is the best VR headset for newcomers or VR veterans in general. So let's get to the unboxing. Now that the Quest 2 is unboxed, it actually weighs less than the original Quest, sitting at 1.11 pounds, which the original was around 1.25 pounds. And as far as the Elite strap goes, it weighs right at around 16.16 ounces and really improves the overall comfort, but I will get into that later. So let's get into the review. To start, I have played with this headset for about 5 days now, and out of all the headsets that I have owned, it is definitely my favorite VR headset for sure, and definitely at the price point. If you take them into consideration, the original Rift with touch controllers cost over $800, the Valve Index at $1,000, the Rift S cost $400, and the original Quest cost $400 for the 64 gig version and $500 for the 128 gig version. The Quest 2 definitely takes the cake. You can get the 64 gig headset at $300 and the 256 gig headset at $400. Now saying that, I did purchase the 64 gig and then had to get a few accessories. I ended up grabbing the link cable for $79 and the Quest 2 Elite strap for $50. Now if you are not going to be PC gaming, you will not need the link cable at all. Or if you are going to try and run the Quest 2 over Wi-Fi, you also won't really need the link cable. And I did set up my headset to connect through Wi-Fi to my PC, and I can say that it is not for everyone. It takes quite a few steps to get it to work properly and won't be easy for some. I will link some of the top VR YouTubers in the description if you want to know how to set this up. It took a little bit of time for sure. But if you guys are getting good info out of my video, make sure to subscribe and slap that like button. And if you end up wanting to buy this headset, I will have my affiliate link links in the description below while supplies last. Now, as for the Elite strap, I think this item is a must if you're going to grab the Quest 2. The head strap that comes with it is definitely where they cut cost, and it starts to get uncomfortable after about 20 minutes. Don't get me wrong, it works, but the Elite strap is 10 times more comfortable. The Elite strap is pretty easy to attach after removing the straps. A few times I found it easier to twist the plates a little when snapping them off of the support bar that has the built-in speakers into them. Hopefully you can see well enough in the video of how to take them off. I have a feeling someone is probably going to snap the entire bracket off with speakers if they're not paying attention. As for specs, Oculus put in a single LCD panel with 1832 by 1920 pixels per eye, which is 50% more pixels than the original Quest. The headset runs at 72 Hz as of right now and will be updated to 90 Hz with a patch soon to come. And because they used an LCD panel this time around, you get better overall visuals with almost no screen door effect and very little God rays compared to the original Quest. The OLED panel on the original did have better black levels, but I really feel like the immersion in the new Quest 2 is much cleaner, and the extra pixels really make for a much better experience. The audio is nothing to write home about. It's definitely not the quality you got with the original Rift or something like the Valve Index, but it is an improvement from the Rift S and the original Quest. It works for what it is, but I have been using the 3.5mm pass-through jack on the side of the headset to improve my audio experience with a nice pair of headphones. You can cast your Quest 2 to devices on the same network that are compatible. We have a Google Nest Hub I am using to cast to right now. There are some really cool features to turn on in the experimental features, such as 90 Hz for virtual environment. You can also opt into the beta release for beta core apps and set up a pass-through shortcut where you just tap the side of your Quest 2 twice to be able to see outside into the real world. Also, if you go to the device options, you can turn on the hand tracking, and that is really cool as well. Now, as far as the new controllers go, the battery life is supposed to last 4 times as long as the original. And I would say they are my second favorite controllers out of the Oculus lineup. I still think the original Oculus Rift design and weight were the best. They just kind of fell into your hands and felt natural. Now, as for the Quest and the Oculus Rift S, I actually like these controllers the least. They do have the rubberized grip on the bottom, and that is great, but anytime I have played Beat Saber or any other intense movement game, the magnet battery cover always starts to come off and it sucks. They totally fixed that on the new Quest 2 controllers because they actually snap in. Unfortunately, they do not have the rubberized grip, but they did make the controller more like the original Rift with a place to rest your thumb. When playing games off of the Oculus Link cable hooked up to a gaming rig, I would say the games look a little bit better than the Oculus Rift S, but doesn't have quite the field of view of an Index. Games like Beat Saber, Half-Life Alyx, and Squadrons run perfect. It was super easy just plugging in and having the Quest 2 work seamlessly with the Steam VR and Oculus software. Now, in conclusion, if you have a Facebook account or don't mind being forced to use one, then this headset is for you. Definitely if you are thinking about getting into VR for the first time, and if you already have a VR headset and are a vet to virtual reality, this headset might be for you as well. Definitely if you're wanting to experience wireless VR play and wanting to be able to take your VR on the go. The headset is inside-out tracking, so it won't track quite as good as something like the Valve Index's Lighthouses, but it definitely does a great job. And I can say it is one of the easiest headsets to set up on the fly. As far as IPD adjustments for your eyes, they have 3 settings: 58mm, 63mm, and 68mm. I'm at 61mm and the 63mm works great, but this is definitely something to take into consideration if you are above 68mm or below 58mm. You may want to try a demo unit before buying. But that's it for this video, so make sure to leave us a comment below and let us know what you think about the Oculus Quest 2 and what your favorite VR headset is, and we will see you on the next one.